As a member of the Brock women's basketball team, Kristin Gallant is a leader both on the court and off. Kristin, we'll talk about basketball, but let's begin with your role in Brock's Women in Sport Committee. How did that come about?
It just started this past summer. I think some of the trainers and our athletic director at Brock thought to start it, which was great in itself. It started in the fall, and my physiotherapist actually reached out to me to ask if I was interested in it. And I joined the first event that we have monthly events on different topics of women in sport. And then I reached out and just asked to be a part of it because seeing the title Women in Sport Committee, that in itself just made it be something I want to be a part of.
Number 13, Kristin.
How important is it for women to support themselves when they're involved in an endeavor like this?
Very important. I feel like women in sport's not talked about enough, and the most we could do about it is to just get it out there and speak on it. And I feel like that comes from all women in sport coming together to kind of voice that opinion and voice how important it is.
We're aware of a lot of the inequities in sports at the professional level and sometimes at the U.S. college level as well. Do those inequities exist in the Canadian university system?
I would say so. I wouldn't think it would be as much as in the US with like NCAA and stuff. But definitely, I think just as far as support and like fans go, I feel like it's always just like men's sports is the more popular thing to support, which I find is an issue. And I don't even think that's true most of the time. I feel like female sports can be just as entertaining, competitive, if not more than males sometimes. So
what will it take to achieve that equality?
I guess what I said before, we all just have to come together and we have to voice our opinions on how important it is. I think that also will come from even male athletes. They kind of need to realize the support they get, and they should think to themselves, like, why don't females get the same when we're putting in just as much work, just as much effort, just as much time as male athletes? I think they need to realize, like, we deserve the support and we deserve equity as well. So I think it'll come from women coming together as well as some male athletes like voicing their opinion on it as well.
Let's talk about the inequities between the men's and women's basketball teams from last year. You guys were silver medalists nationally, best that Brock ever did with the women's team. How did that feel?
That was awesome. That was my third year, was last year. My first year I came in on the team. We were a really bottom pack team, unfortunately. And in my first year, I think my team got 0 fans at our 6 p.m. game. And then around our fourth quarter, all the fans would start coming in for the men's team, which is fine. But then this year, we kind of saw the opposite. Our gym was packed for a lot of our games, which was awesome. And then sometimes you would see some fans leave for the men's team. Sometimes you would hope they would stay, because even though I want equity for female sports, I don't think it should be taking away anything from male sports as well. So, and I think for our school specifically, winning nationals will be a good thing. We have a lot more supporters for our female sports teams now as well.
And winning nationals, that was something you were aiming to do this year. And of course, the rug was pulled out from under you because of the pandemic. This is your 4th year in the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology program. Are you going to come back for an extra year of eligibility?
No, sadly, I'm not. It's something I considered, but my schooling's already done, and I've always put school before basketball. So I'm going to move on to college to do a graduate program there.
Kristin, thank you for joining us today. Continue doing everything you're doing, and congratulations on your pending graduation this April.
Thank you. Thank you.